You gonna come in the frame?
Did you start without me?
No, you.
What the hell? Huh?
Yeah, I was trying to do it on my own.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna report you to HR.
You know, that really shouldn't be used as a threat.
Really?
Well, it seems like you're maybe taking advantage of what HR really is.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really be making a joke out of it.
No?
No.
Just be serious?
No, not be serious, but I mean, you're kind
I'm
of...
reporting you to HR for 2 reasons.
Yeah,
You started without me,
yeah.
and you stood on my side.
Well, it's because...
Okay?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That seems like you're taking advantage of HR resources.
Okay. And wasting their time
I would
with
say you're definitely...
frivolous little things.
Yeah.
But more importantly, we're standing here
Yeah.
getting ready. I mean, I do think it's a great topic you picked out, HR. But you forgot all about the big Best Builder Awards
Oh,
that
I
are
was-
now in-house, and judging will occur, and they'll all be announced on annual meeting,
Yeah,
December 3rd.
I was confused because when I came in here, I thought we were announcing it right now. But
That we're getting, no, that's last year. So don't be calling Nagley and Chase and telling them congratulations. That was
Yeah.
last year. That's
I won't.
old news,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
But annual meeting, you got 3 or 4, half a dozen different good safety topics you're gonna
Yeah.
have breakouts for. You're gonna have the sim up in Burlington.
You know, the cool thing about this year's Best Builders is with Scoops for Safety, I got to see a lot of sites.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see someone win the Best Builder, like a site that I've actually been on and got to watch them do some work. I think that'd be really cool.
Eating ice cream?
Well, I got to go experience being on the site. Like one of the coolest sites I saw this
Eating ice cream.
One of the coolest sites I saw this summer was HP. HP was working on that old Catholic school.
Yeah.
Was
Up
it
in
Newport?
Newport.
Yeah.
Sacred Heart.
Yeah, that was really cool because we got to walk inside and see. It was like creepily
One of the-
abandoned.
Coolest ones I saw was the one you never went to.
Okay.
That bridge down in Waterbury.
Yeah, with
Okay,
Hutchins.
that you wouldn't, you
No.
just ignored them, wouldn't go
No,
to them.
that
you
is
just,
not
the
true.
heck with it.
That is not true.
Okay, one
Yeah.
more reason to
Yeah.
report
and then,
you to HR.
And then you swoop in and save the day, and everybody loves Wabi. Ben sucks. yeah.
But when we start, and it's coming down to the end of the season, we've got to start to readdress some of the stuff in front of us.
Like
and
employment?
Where we're going, what we're trying to do, and key focus areas for HR, of course, always is they are in charge of workforce planning and what we'll call talent acquisition.
Yeah.
Looking for new people
Yeah.
to replace you because you screwed up.
Right. Or maybe I'm moving or doing something else and I won't be returning in the spring.
Or maybe you're advancing the pathway and I've got to replace you.
I'm not that confident.
See, HR should be thinking about that, right?
It's more than just who are we hiring this year, it's who are we moving through the ranks of our company.
And how that works.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
And then really HR gets stuck with this whole, you like to think you're in charge of it and you're kind of there, but
Right.
they get stuck with this whole safety and training piece.
Yeah.
You just provide the service.
Yeah. I don't do any of the back stuff.
HR is responsible for all that
The
stuff.
record keeping. So basically they're in charge of holding these construction companies together.
Yeah. I mean, HR is a pretty important thing.
I think it's overlooked, often overlooked how much the office has a role in the company surviving.
Yeah. And then they're also in charge. So if any of you this is going to occur, you should let them know. They try to keep a running list of anybody getting engaged or engagements out there.
Oh, I just put a wedding on the calendar.
Did you?
August 28th, 2026.
But HR is in charge of engagement.
Right.
Employee engagement out there.
Yeah.
Right?
So like planning parties and stuff?
Sure.
Planning parties?
Sure.
Like the cookout?
Yeah. And then, could you imagine an HR plan party? Could you? Now you brought that up.
It'd be
You should
so-
never have brought it
It'd
up.
be social
Could you
distancing.
imagine?
Social distancing.
Don't say anything wrong.
The costumes.
I don't want to hear any jokes.
the costumes would have to be appropriate. And yeah.
The
It'll
birth-
be remote too.
Diversity. Oh boy, this is going to be a bad one. No one's going to ever want to listen to this one.
No.
Diversity, equity, inclusion, that lies on them.
But
And
there's
that's
more to that, because I think
That's a cool subject, and I think the HR group has done a beautiful job of integrating different backgrounds to build successful companies.
I
in
also
front of us.
think HR is left in the forefront for implementing and like maintaining and making sure a company is up to date with current political standards and the standards of what business is these days.
And acceptable behaviors and
Right.
unacceptable
I mean, I
behaviors,
think if
and
you-
making sure and communicating that.
And setting the tone for the company itself,
Yeah.
right? Because you have your safety person who tells you how to stay alive, right?
Right.
And then you also have other people there to make
Your
sure that,
CFO to tell you how to stay alive as a business.
right, and then you got to have someone there protecting you and the employees who work for you, so you continue to have a positive work environment. Because I could
To
create
make sure you stay alive, not just physically, but mentally.
or just making sure that we can be as safe as possible, but no one's going to want to work for us if our work environment is super toxic
Yeah.
and we have no standards on how to treat people as a company. So
That's important.
I mean, I'm being serious. If you don't have a fun place to work because it's a
You
terrible
know how to
work
fix
environment,
that?
you have someone that you respect as
HR helps and assists with benefits and payroll. If you fix that benefits
Yeah.
and payroll, you go down the hall, talk to the CFO,
Right.
to the owner,
Yeah.
fix that benefits and payroll. That rolls pretty easy.
If the
doesn't
person,
it?
yeah, if the person who's in charge of paying you is also telling you how to treat people, I think you probably listen to them.
And the last, and it's something we're dealing with, and we'll have a bunch of updates coming down the pike with our upgrade and integration of new technology.
I think that's the hardest. You look at safety being one of the last things to grow with a company in terms of like I get 100 employees, I start at 5. Safety is usually the last thing to grow with me. I think tech is the same way. Like just today.
Oh, I think HR falls back there.
You do? Yeah. I think all the office gets left behind. But I think like just today when we're sitting with you, Sarah, and I are talking like, wait, we're talking about our website redesign, and we're just finding out today something we thought our website had this whole time. It turns out it never had.
Never had.
No.
We don't
So-
even know about it.
No, and it's like for us, we go on our site all the time, but we're not going on our site as a customer.
Correct.
So I think taking the point of view as a customer and looking at your own site and saying to yourself, if I've never been on here before, how is this going to work?
But it's not just that side of technology.
Well, sure, yeah.
It's through HR. It's being able to
EAPs.
fill out forms. It's being able to do the building to building stuff,
Right.
building to workforce stuff. It's to be able to offer somebody to fill out their requests for PTO
Yeah.
online,
Yeah.
making sure it goes places, as well as the training
I
requirements.
actually think.
You
I
lost
don't-
your phone?
I don't have my phone, but I just got an email last night from Kingsbury Companies telling me that my employee portal is ready to be accessed.
It's now open.
Yeah, which is crazy because I don't know if that was them saying we'd like to hire you, but don't tell Richard.
Yeah.
Because
Pretty much.
I got an
Have them talk to HR.
yeah, because I have an employee portal, but I mean that's one of the we were just talking about that having making your employee resources online
So-
and then the portal function is kind of cool.
So because we're droning on here and don't mean to be, but construction HR often fail with seven areas.
Okay.
And we should just get to those.
Yeah.
HR has to be strategically reactive, right?
Yeah.
But it really should be thinking about and putting in pathways as proactively to the workforce needs.
Looking ahead.
Looking ahead.
Yeah.
Making plans ahead. You're talking technology.
Yeah.
Everybody's, if you aren't talking technology today, in 12 months, you're going to be behind. If you're an HR person and have not delved into some of this technology that's available to help make your job easier,
Like working remote.
then
It's just if I can stay home and play with my cat, I can be more focused on my job.
I would talk to HR.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, I think you're right though. We try to look 2 years ahead. Like in our meetings, we say, how can we be 2 years ahead? That way we're not behind when something cool happens.
Not investing, talking with the CFO and not investing properly in training and development of that workforce and developing those pathways that would minimize high turnover in the industry within your company.
Yeah.
Right? So look at what training and development are necessary. And I understand you and Reed are going to be coming out with some leadership and communication and different types of training this spring here.
Yep.
And then addressing compliance gaps that are out there. What they're going to look like. Failure to stay current. And right now we've got the DBE stuff happening at the federal level that just changed.
Right.
We've got some DOL rules that just changed. You got to stay up on those or else you're going to be behind.
Which I think Sarah does a good job. Doesn't she reach out and let people know when stuff's happening?
Notification of new regs, new documentation requirements, that type of stuff, so you don't have to pay costly penalties.
No.
Right? And manual processes, we've had this conversation today, but manual processes that can be eliminated with technology or AI.
Yes.
And taking that, so you take out the inefficiencies and you're able to better use the data insights that come about.
Finding out what's easier to do paper form and what's easier to do online. And obviously it's different for every business, but finding out, because I think it's a hybrid model. I think you can't be all paper, but I also think for me personally, I don't want to be all online. I want to have a nice mix of, we're going to do this paper form, we're going to do this online through a portal or something like that. So I think experimenting and being okay with experimenting is really important, because you have no idea if you're going to like something or how it will improve your business unless you at least give it a try.
And I think the most important thing out there,
right?
And I don't care if you're trying to hire people, if you're trying to create pathways, if you're looking at technology, any of this stuff, and you know I have spoken of this for years, that whole employer branding. You can't have a weak branding system.
No, you talk about marketing all the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's important. People coming to work have to be proud and happy they're coming to work here. And that says a whole big thing when it comes to hiring other folks, retaining your employees, making it attractive to them. You got to brand yourself as the best thing out there. Yeah,
because we've known, at least with my generation, it's not all money motivated right now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like for a lot of people coming into the industry, sure, you can pay the most, but if it sucks to work for your company, they're not going to stay.
It's not going to happen.
No, I'd rather take a $5 pay decrease to be happy at work than make $5 more and be miserable.
So really, this whole thing comes down, construction HR comes down to 7 simple things. Reactive HR, got to be there, and strategic. Investment, and making sure you're making the investment in training and development.
Yeah, finding out what you want to invest in.
Making sure your foremen, supers, everybody is communicating across job sites, not just internally right?
Yep.
And then compliance gaps, making sure you're aware of them and what's going on. And being open to the use of technology.
Yeah.
And branding, marketing.
Marketing and branding.
Marketing. Right?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add today?
No, that was a good one. I think we could charge for that.
Okay. So we're kind of all done here?
Yeah, unless you have something else you want to talk about. We got best builders. I will say we had a record year for Wheels for Warmth. He's leaving. Record year, Wheels for Warmth. I was down at Barry.
See you, man.
Goodbye.
Don't forget, I'm Richard.
Yeah, and I'm Ben. And it was great spending some time with you today. And if you want to call us, it's 802-223-2666. 2374. And if you want to email me, it's ben@agcvt.org.